Yeah. Yeah. He wants to talk. Okay, any application for single parents? I know that's a bit for single parents. I know that's a bit tough, but it is just that they should be in the Word of God. Yes, sir.
I think in all the segments of the group we are talking about, the 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 importance of getting Christian novels very, very important.
For
Like
their children.
also, no, even for all the groups, like also Sanders, like uh, falling, failing forward. There was a purpose driven. Almost in all these Christian novels, experiences of people that have been challenged and have scaled through without any failure. You cannot preach to somebody success and failure. So getting extra novels that will expatiate how a particular individual scaled through some hurdles will increase the knowledge.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you very much, sir. That's that's beautiful. Okay, so how do we now finally how do we apply these 9 verses? How do we apply it to parents? I mean to mothers and fathers. We have seen how we will apply it to teenagers, to young adults, to single parents. How about mothers and fathers? What I have here is I mean, we have said it, Sister Joy, Pastor Joy and others. Teach your children the value of wisdom and lead by example. Have family devotions and discussions about the importance of making wise choices. Think of wisdom as a family heirloom. You know, when we were small, you will see women, your mothers, your sisters, doing knitting. I don't think they do it nowadays in Nigeria anymore, except for those who are doing it for business. But it was a pastime then. They will be doing it. And you know how the heirloom passes through generations, growing more valuable over time. It's just like that. Yeah. So that's what I have. The application for fathers and mothers: teach them, live by example, make sure there is devotion in the house. I was surprised when I asked a friend of mine many years ago, and he happens to be a teacher of the word, a pastor. Then I say, do you have daily devotions in your or regular devotion? He said that one is not needed. They will get it in church when they come to church. I was moved. Even if it is not daily, you can say, okay, because of the the pressure of work here. But you got to put your family. How can you are born again, a parent, a father, and you cannot put your family together once in a while to pray together, to have devotions, especially before they grow and leave the house. Okay, so that is it. Any application for mothers from the group? Any suggestions? Any observations? Okay, I think we have done that. Let's go to verses 10 to 21. I won't read. I won't say we read it again. We have. Did we read 9 to 10 to? Okay. Let somebody read that for us quickly, and then I'll just press it. Verses 10 to 19. 11 verses.
Along straight paths. When you walk, your steps will not be hampered. When you run, you will not stumble. Hold on to instruction. Do not let it go. Guard it well, for it is your life. Do not set foot on the path of the wicked, or walk in the way of evildoers. Avoid it. Do not travel on it. Turn from it and go your way, for they cannot rest until they do evil. They are robbed of sleep till they make someone stumble. They eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence. The path of the righteous is like the morning sun, shining ever brighter till the full light of day. But the way of the wicked is like deep darkness. They do not know what makes them stumble.
Thank you very much. So we'll go to, I did not tell you, I just want to give you, the summation of the first 9 verses we read is the importance of wisdom. The first 9 verses. These next 11 verses, the summation is that there are 2 paths, there are 2 pathways to take as a Christian. I mean, as a Christian, there is only one pathway to take, the path of righteousness, the path of wisdom. But I'm just saying, if you disobey, you are taking the path of evil. So you will see that these verses we read, the summation is that there are 2 paths. Which one are you going to? We will now see which one is... in fact, if you look at verses 18 and 19, verses 18 and 19 have summarized it for us. Olu, please help us read it again, verses 18 and 19.
So verse 18 says, the path of the righteous is like the morning sun, shining ever brighter till the full light of day. But the way of the wicked is like deep darkness. They do not know what makes them stumble.
Yeah, you see the 2 paths there. The path of the righteous and the way of the wicked. So those are the 2 pathways. Okay, let's do the second set of questions. I mean the next comprehension. So what does let us just go to the application. How do we apply it to teenagers? Because of time. To teenagers, we can tell them to avoid peer pressure, to choose friends who encourage positive behavior. We should tell for teenagers. Don't forget that we are applying it to people groups. These 11 verses we have read. How do we apply it to our teenagers? Peer pressure. Tell them about peer pressure. It will be there. Tell them how to see peer pressure, how to respond to bullying, how to choose friends. They want to choose friends who encourage positive behavior. They want to be mindful of the company they keep and the kind of activities they engage in. You know, we have to let them know right from home for our teenagers. Anybody can expatiate on that or extend that a little? Yes, Pastor Joy.
For the teenagers, we just have to be honest and open with them because they are more to asking questions and they want to know why. For instance, the church sometimes will shy away from, because at the teenage point, from the medical point, that's when they're growing, their reproductive organs. And that's when they start having this, urges, and they want to know why, what. And this is where we have to practically sit them down and talk to them. That at this stage of because whether we like it or not, they're teaching them in the school. And they would tell them, they give them condoms, they give them everything you can think of. And they teach them whatever. So it's time for us to really put it in our curriculum as a church and say, we're studying this, you're doing it in school. So from the Christian perspective, this is what we are teaching. Thank God it's a family series, abstinence. And they will say, why? So we have to break it down. Some of them think abstinence is minus oral sex. These are practical things they have come to us one-on-one to talk to. So these are the truths that we have to sit them down and really talk to them. Some of them would tell you that smoking marijuana calms them. And it is scientifically, to some extent, with calmness and also with, what's it called, for pain. So some of them take it because they have, like cancer. But these are things that we have to practically sit them down and talk. So we should include it in their curriculum. I don't know whether it's part of it, but this is what I just want to say. Thank you.
Thank you. Dr. Akif.
Good evening. I think the expansion that I will give is the fact that we don't stop at saying it is bad, but we go into the deeper consequences. Sex go into childbirth, and childbirth can interrupt your education, or crime. If you are found doing this and arrested, that your dream of becoming a lawyer cannot happen, because anyone who has gone to a jail cannot be enrolled in law school. The consequences has to be highlighted. It has to be known along with it. It's not like we're going to talk at them to say, you are doing this, so you are not going to be this. But we teach, we have said that in training, we mentor them, we show them that this is what is happening, and this is what consequences that can come out of it.
Thank you so much, sir. So there are two pathways. So the two pathways from what I gather now. There are two pathways. Let them know the consequences of both pathways. The real consequences, just like Dr. Akere said, let them know if they go the way of evil, what will come up. If not only, because most of the time parents will just tell them the way of the righteous, as Christian father, you will get this. If you have wisdom, you will do this. No, let them also know what the consequences are for taking bad decisions, for going the path of the righteous. And maybe that one will help them concentrate on going the path, for going the path of evil, the way of evil, sorry, I meant to say. And that one will help them to focus, on the path of the righteous. Okay. What about, this one is difficult, for single parents? How do they apply this? For single parents, I have it that it's the single parent should model a life of integrity and teach your children to do the same. Share stories of the consequences of poor choices and the benefits of following God's path. It's two parts. So, one is opposite the other. One leads to perdition, the other one leads to, a good life. Yeah. And you can expatiate on that for single parents, or we just go to fathers and mothers.
Using our failures also to cheat them, that I've made poor choices and it has resulted A, B, C.
Yeah.
You don't need to pay or go this way. Not just evil alone. Let them know. Issue of premarital sex, it can lead to STD, so many things. Let them just have an understanding. They just say, don't do this, don't do that. Then, even in our own failure, we should thank God that we've gone through some experience